What's going on, Nerd Army guys? Welcome to the newest episode of Nerds Mirage. Today, guys, we're going to continue our journey into the world of Netflix's Last Kingdom, guys. So today we're going to be exploring what the fuck's going on after Alfred just made Uhtred sign his fucking life over again. So, yeah. Guys, Season 2, Episode number 4. Let's get right into this one. Here we go. So guys, this episode starts off hot and fucking heavy. Uhtred and Gisela getting it on, getting that booty, getting it on. It's going down, and it's sexy as fuck. Don't get me wrong. Whoo, buddy. Uhtred always gets the hottest girls. Goddamn. And she asked him during their little pillow talk, "Are you going to kill my brother?" And she said, like, very concerned in her voice. Like, you heard a lot of concern in her voice when she asked, "Are you going to kill my brother?" And he says, "No, I swore to Alfred that no harm would come to King Guthrum, and I'll keep my word." So Gisela begs him to let her go with him, and he's like, "No, you got to be safe here. I can't do this shit. I'm not going to lose you. Not going to take a chance. You're staying here." And then we get a little brotherly talk with Uhtred and Ragnar, and he tells him, like, "Hey, bro, what the fuck? You took another deal with fucking Uhtred? Ragnar, shut the fuck up. If you only knew he did that shit for you, stupid, you wouldn't say nothing. So, shh." But Uhtred does reassure, "Don't worry, I took an oath, but I'm going to use this to my advantage. I'm going to use Alfred and his army to slowly get ourselves to be able to help take down Kjartan. And I'm going to be there with you when it happens." So then we get to see Uhtred find Bianca very quietly and ask him, "Can you marry Gisela and myself? I want to be married before I leave in case something happens." And he's like, "Yeah, no, fuck yeah, let's do this. Be quiet about it." He goes and gets his girl. They get a little married. They have a little hand fasting thing. They have say their vows, and they are now married. So this is cool. Wasn't she married to Proxy Douchebag in the last episode? But yeah, she's married to Uhtred now. Getting plowed by him too. So they head the fuck out, and then Ada comes to Alfred and says, "Hey, like, I understand Uhtred gave a vow to you, but like, can you really trust him to take your men and not go a little farther past where he's told to go and kill Kjartan and maybe Bebenber? Like, do you get this shit, right? You're sending him to Northumbria, where his homeland's from and where he wants to take his home back, and now he's got your army." So he's like, "Yeah, but I also have a man on the inside." He said that I set it up so Stiapa, if he actually goes and tries to go do that and handle some business without my permission, he will kill Uhtred. And that's fucked up, because that's a big son of a bitch. Dude, Stiapa's a huge son of a bitch. So they make a little pit stop and they pick up Ragnar's army and his men, and it's gangster. There's a bunch of them, and they make a plan to fucking kill Kjartan. Like, just go take this son of a bitch right now. So after they meet up with Ragnar's fucking crew, which is a fat fucking crew, they take and make plans to take down the brothers. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. Big crew. So Sven and his papi Kjartan, they actually hear that fucking Uhtred is in Northumbria, so they get all panties in a bunch and they start prepping and shit. So the guys are actually scouting out this little fucking camp that these guys have made, not in their strongholds, when they're on the road, and that was the plan that they had set up. So they're talking and looking at which tent this motherfucker's going to be on, and Ethelwald's like, "Hey, there was this game we used to play, and the king's usually in that one, so I guarantee he's probably that tent." And so Uhtred's like, "I'm going to go in there by myself and fucking handle some shit." So him and a couple dudes roll up, sneak into the fucking tent, and all there is a woman there. So Uhtred, like, cruises through, he sees Siegfried is outside, like, taking a piss, and the woman turns around and starts cracking Uhtred. Uhtred is by himself fucking fighting now. The chick is knocked down, and fucking Siegfried gets on him and just starts rocking him, and they're fucking fighting, and I'm like, oh shit is going down. But Uhtred gets the upper hand and cuts his fucking sword hand off, and it is so savage. Siegfried just screams, and the chick runs out and warns everyone, and Eric and all the other fucking fools from their crew roll up, all pissed off, getting ready to fucking kill all of them. And he's like, "I'll spare your brother's life. Give me your word." And he's like, "You have my word, whatever you want." And he's like, "You're going to all get in one fucking ship, get the fuck out of here, and never come back." And he's like, "Spare my brother's life, and I swear on my word." So And if you guys don't know, like a Dane or Vikings, their word is really like the end all be all. Like if they give you their word, they cannot break their word. Like it is one of the highest held things, period, in that entire faith and the entire mentality of being a heathen, of being a Viking. It really is a big thing. So when he gave his word, that was hardcore shit right there. So, and that's why every time Uhtred gives his word, I'm like, stop it. So then we get to see Uhtred and them roll up to Guthred's motherfucking palace, and they toss the fucking hand of Siegfried on the table right in the middle of his fucking food where he's sitting there grubbing on his little throne, and they toss the fucking hand right there, and he's like, what the fuck? And he's like, that's the hand of Siegfried, this sword hand. That motherfucker's leaving along with the rest of them. You don't got to worry about the brothers anymore. Daddy's here. I took care of it, and fuck you for making me a slave. And so he gives him a little attitude and shit. How do I know this is Siegfried's hand? You know what, motherfucker? Uhtred gets pissed. He runs and jumps over the king's fucking table. And Guthrum stands up and basically pisses his fucking pants. And Uhtred's like, I will never forgive you for what you did to Halleck and what you did to me, you piece of shit. And I will fucking kill you myself, but I gave my word that I wouldn't. Again, word. So, yeah. So then they are like, you're going to prepare your army. Don't fucking argue, bitch. Get it done. And so Guthrum starts to give a little lip again. And this causes Ragnar to step in. Ragnar's like, you know what, motherfucker? You're going to do what my brother said, you little bitch. Otherwise, I'm going to just take your fucking city with my crew and kill all y'all. And this will be my place. And you can fucking die. And yeah, fuck you. So he's like, okay. So then the guys are out eating, they're chilling, they're kicking it, waiting for what's going on. Uhtred is thinking deep in thought. He comes outside and he asks us to talk to Uhtred, but he is so timid. He's such a bitch. He does not have a king's presence. I'm sorry. And so he comes out and he's fucking talking, wants to talk to Uhtred in private. Uhtred comes over and talks to him, and he's just like, you were my best friend and I had to betray you, and I'm sorry, and I just want to apologize, and your uncle wanted you dead and I didn't want to kill you. You were my best friend I ever had. And Uhtred's like, well, okay. Like, he doesn't forgive him. He's never going to forgive him. He killed Halleck, essentially, by being a piece of shit. Fuck him. There's a point in this conversation between Uhtred and Guthrum where Uhtred literally slaps the fucking king of Cumberland. He slaps Guthrum in the fucking face in the middle of town in front of his men and the rest of the fucking, like, locals, and everyone in the background just like, oh. And Guthrum's like, I'm a bitch, and blah, 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 blah. Oh my God. It was just like, you just showed that you are the weakest son of a bitch here. Someone's going to overthrow this guy. I hope, at least. He's a bitch. So there is a plan enacted to go take on Kjartan's fucking forces. There is a way to get into this motherfucker. And no one thought they can get in. It was too much of a fortress. But there is a back way, a little tiny door that opens up where they come out and get fresh water from the spring. And it's hidden away. No one knows about it. So they make a plan. A bunch of them run up little 1 by 1 or 2 by 2 and hide in front of the wall until sun comes up. When the sun comes up, they come out and get the water. At that point, they jump in, jump all these fools, kill them all. Now they're inside while Ragnar's crew is out front, attacking the gate and doing shield walls and trying not to die. And yeah, at first I was like, shit, they're not going to get there in time. These fools are starting to get shot. What the fuck? And then they finally get in, and Uhtred and his crew just start wrecking on the inside. And we get Stiapa finally gets to the fucking door after we see Hild, and Bianca just fucking pulls up. It is fantastic. He gets to the fucking door, lifts this big ass log off, opens the gate. Ragnar comes in and is just, wah! Like Super Saiyan Ragnar was a fucking gangster, dude. I was super into it. I was like, dude, Ragnar's a thug. This is so cool. He's fucking these fools up. And then Kjartan and his crew are overwhelmed, and these guys are killing most of them. They get backed into this fucking corner, guys, and it is so awesome to see, because he's like, Kjartan, get the fuck out of here. You can either die right here alongside your men, or you can just die by yourself and they don't have to. Like, and he's like, I'll challenge you. And he comes out, young fucking baby Ragnar. Come on, bitch. And I'm like, oh shit. it's like, where the fuck the teacher's at? This is schoolyard bully shit right here. We're about to have a fight. So they fucking surround him, do the big square so they can fight one on one. Brida's like very hesitant, but I got faith in Ragnar. Ragnar's got this. And so Kjartan is fucking right there, and he is just fighting him. And at first he knocks Ragnar down a couple times. I'm like, oh shit, like, is he actually gonna lose? Fuck that. I don't want him to lose. Fuck Kjartan, he's a bitch. And if he loses, fucking Uhtred better cut his throat, like, for real. But so they're fighting, and he eventually takes him down, drops his shield, fucking stabs him in the arm, and I'm like, oh shit, it's over. But then Ragnar fucking just starts stabbing the shit out of this guy. Literally just, yeah, it was like fucking Michael Myers, just, he's going to town. You could see the fucking anguish in this dude's face. The actor who plays Ragnar is so fucking phenomenal, because I could see the pain in his face as he's just wrecking this fool's body with the fucking blade. It is so savage. And eventually, like, Uhtred has to pull him off and, like, brother, like, calm down. It's me. Like, relax. And, like, he's covered in blood. This fool's probably like a bloody stump by now. We don't literally get to see the fucking dead body, but yeah, it was fucked up. And then Toora comes out. Their sister comes out from the fucking dog cage with her dogs. And on her way up, right before fucking Kjartan dies, we get to see Sven get his ass eaten by the dogs that Toora sends towards him. I'm like, ooh, yeah. And then he dies, and then his dad died right after him. It was phenomenal. I hated both those motherfuckers since the first fucking episode. So when Toora walks out to see her brothers sitting there, Ragnar is just wrecked. She says, my brothers abandoned me. You both abandoned me. You're just as bad as the motherfuckers who hoard me the fuck out. And they're just like, Toora, no, we didn't know you were alive. We really didn't know. We would have been here fucking the next day if we would have known your ass was alive, but we didn't. It was kept secret. We had no idea. And she's all, you're fucking dead to me. And basically she's about like, you're going to die. You deserve to die for the life you cost me. I'm going to take yours. And she's about to sick her fucking dogs on him. And Byakke, fucking thug life Byakke. Yes, Professor fucking Quirrell himself from Harry Potter just rolls up and he's like, no, I forbid it. And I'm like, Doug, she's got hungry poochies that just wreck Sven's skull. Move. But no, Byakke stands there, holds his fucking ground, and he tells her, no, you're not going to do this. This isn't who you are. Let me help you. I can help you. I'm Byakke. Like, I can help you. I swear. And she just lets out this just scream because she has so much anger, so much emotion because she's blamed her brothers for so long for just abandoning her. And Byakke's this nice guy who's standing up to her, and like it was really a really great scene. Now Ragnar's in charge. We have a little heart to heart with the brothers, and then we get to see Byakke go down and visit Toora down in the cages where the dogs are kept, and he's like, you know, Ragnar owns this place now. You don't have to hide or anything. You can be yourself. And she's still holding off, being very quiet, doesn't want to talk at first, and then he's like, I've known your brother Uhtred since he was a young boy. And then she's like, well, when he was a young boy, when he was still your young boy Uhtred, he saved my life. He protected me against Sven. And he's like, Uhtred would do that. He was a good person. He's always been a good person, like that kind of thing. And so they start to have this little like touching moment. And then at the end, we get to see she's getting on the back of Hild's horse as they head back to Wessex. So she's decided to trust and is gonna trust Byakke and Hild and Uhtred and everyone. And Ragnar and Brita are staying at their new pad because this is their spot now. So guys, yeah, shit went down this episode. So this episode was fucking phenomenal. This was the best fight scene we've seen in this show so far, I think. I mean, even better than the fucking battle for England and shit. That was really good, but this was really well laid out, really well choreographed. I enjoyed every bit of the fucking fight scene. And then to get that super emotional break at the end with Ragnar, which was very surprising, but it was super, super good. And I was really into it. Like, it was great. This episode had great timing, great, like I said, great choreography. We got to see Bianca and Hild fuck shit up. We got to see Stiapa fuck shit up. We got to see everyone get a chance to wreck people. Finnan was fucking everyone up. This was cool as hell. Great episode, guys. Let me know what your thoughts on this episode were down in the comments down below. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel so you can keep up with all the videos we put out every week. Make sure to check out all of our playlists for all the other episodes and different shows that we do cover. And we do try to post at least a couple videos a week. So let me know your thoughts, and I will see you guys next time right here on Nerds Mirais for more The Last Kingdom. All right, guys. Peace out.